What's poppin', y'all? We back with another great episode of Tag Team Talk with my great co-host, Mander Reese. How you doing, brother?
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's I'm used to us recording at night.
I know.
I just got home from work maybe like 15 minutes ago. So I'm
Oh,
like, all right,
damn. You got
let's
off
hop
work and
right
got
into
right
it.
back into work.
Got right back into it.
Well,
But
luckily,
I'm off
you know,
tomorrow, so
this fun. This fun though.
it is.
I ain't
It
trying to. I ain't trying to extort you out of no money. I ain't trying to. I ain't
is.
trying to.
No, this I can already tell. Like at the SmackDown last night, this any conversation it's gonna wake me up because
Oh,
SmackDown
facts.
was good last
Hey,
night.
man, I will say that arena last night it woke me up. That
Man,
arena,
look,
from the jump, it was popping, bro.
I will say this. I was hating last week because I said Chicago get all these shows,
Yeah.
but y'all usually are a great crowd, so I can't hate too
Hmm.
much. How was because I forgot you were going till you text me that
Yeah.
yesterday. So how was the show like overall being in the arena?
Oh, I thought it was amazing. I thought the crowd from the jump brought the energy.
Right.
Very live. Obviously, you already knew CM Punk was going to open the show.
Hmm.
Thought it was amazing to see him grab the camera and be like, they
Yeah,
talking about all the overseas crowds, they the best crowd. But they ain't mentioned Chicago. They forgot how Chicago is one of the best crowds in the world. And you just, the whole crowd standing on their feet, cheering, loud. It was honestly my best, I think, other than when he returned. That was
I was
probably
about to say.
other than when he returned. That was probably
Okay,
the loudest I've heard that arena. Because the night he
okay,
returned, obviously, that shit was
yeah, that
crazy. I
nothing. I don't think I've ever heard an arena louder in my
yeah,
life.
Randy returned that
Uh,
night, and he returned that night. So
yeah.
that was actually
Did you
one of
have
the.
nice seats? Because I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
at Survivor Series you had floor seats. Did you?
yeah. I was right by the entrance ramp.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
me and Kyron, we usually try to sit right there. Now
Okay.
that's usually our
Okay.
go-to area because like you get a good view of the ring and you get a good view of them entering the ring. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
but
And for it to be floor seats, the prices around there usually aren't that bad.
yesterday they was taxing. Probably because they knew they had
Yeah.
a last man standing, and they knew
Yeah.
Roman was gonna be there, Seth Rollins was gonna be there, Punk was gonna be there, Jade, Naomi was gonna be there. It was actually a very star-studded show.
Yeah.
It
It was
was,
like they had a lot going on.
yeah, I was very impressed with the show that we got last night. I mean,
No, for sure.
even from the
Yeah.
jump, with Paul Heyman and CM Punk, like
Hmm.
them coming out having a little moment, and then CM Punk pretty much telling him. I mean, Paul Heyman asking him, "Can you tell me the favor?" And Punk eventually telling him, "I'll tell you whenever the tribal chief is here because I want him to see it." I thought that was a very cool angle that they went at because then we pretty
It
much
was a
had to
cool
set
way
it.
to set it up.
Yeah, and then I thought later on in the show when they had a car pulling up and it was Seth
Yeah.
Rollins getting out, I thought that was one of the cool. That right there was perfect because I had a feeling that it was no way they was gonna do this angle without Seth being there. But
Yeah.
and so it was funny as hell. And he was like, "You thought I was the other Shield guy."
Shield guy. It was cool though. They kind of like it's a 3 hour show, so they opened with that angle. They kind of put something in the middle with Seth pulling up, and then they closed with that angle too. So
Yes,
that was pretty good.
I
I don't
thought
think there was a moment in this show where I was like, I'm not interested in what's going on.
no, because
Yeah,
I thought this was a very very good show.
yeah.
Um, and then right after that, I think it was it the debut of Phoenix?
Yep, that was the very
Yeah,
next. What did you think about that? Because I don't know how much AEW you watch. I don't know how
I
familiar you
I
are
was
with
not
Ray
familiar with
Phoenix.
him,
Okay,
but he definitely put on the show. I will say I
yeah,
definitely will remember his name now.
okay, okay.
I
What
thought
did you
his
think of his opponent Nathan Frazier from NXT?
besides the little botch, I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, that botch was kind of scary because he moves so fast. I'm
Yes, he
like,
did. It looked like he. I couldn't tell because of like the barricade right there. I couldn't tell if he
yeah,
fell flat on his face.
yeah. He kind of did fall on Ray Phoenix still a little
Yeah,
bit, but you could tell he wanted to,
but then Ray
get
Phoenix
more.
had that spot right after that where he jumped off the top turnbuckle and did like a whole 360 in the air, and then
Yeah.
and into like a big splash outside. And I'm like, whoa. And
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. My friend
Yeah.
was actually surprised. I think KB had looked him up. He was like, he was 35, and they talking about this is his big moment. And I'm like, that's wrestling.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't really pop off until it just weirdly happens that way where you might not get your momentum until you in your mid-30s.
Like it's very rare that like a star in wrestling is in their 20s.
Yeah.
Like it
Not
happened with
everyone can
Brock
be Rhea
Lesnar.
Ripley.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley, Brock was 25, The Rock was like 25, 27.
I don't
But
remember how
Stone
old.
Cold,
I don't remember
when
how old
Stone
Cena
Cold,
was.
Cena, I think he was in his 20s too.
Okay.
I think Cena was in his 20s. Batista, I think, was in his early 30s.
Okay.
And I believe Stone Cold was in his early 30s too. But yeah, Ray
And then
Phoenix.
Bianca, she was able to do it. I feel like it's
Yep,
probably.
Bianca was young.
I think it's easier probably for the women's division.
Hmm.
They definitely can pop off at a young age a lot faster, especially with social media now.
It also might be a little easier now because they have that performance center and they bringing people in from college. So they
Yeah.
bringing them in real young.
Yeah.
Like Tiffany Stratton is 25. Braun Breaker is like 25, 26. So
Yes.
yeah.
But I will say they do
Um,
empower their young talent a lot faster now.
yeah, like they bring like they're being brought up very
Yeah.
early on. Yeah.
But I think that's a great thing that they're doing at NXT. I was
Ray Phoenix being Penta's brother, like when Penta first came, they were like, oh, he's like, like the second greatest luchador behind Rey Mysterio. I'm like, yeah, they saying this until Ray Phoenix is better than Penta, and that's his brother. Now,
okay.
as a tag team together,
They gonna be special.
fantastic. They are
You think
they are a
that's gonna be
special tag team.
that's the next moment? You think? Are they like
I
after
don't
this?
know how long. I don't know how long they're gonna take to get there. Maybe they want to build them up separately,
Yeah,
but when they
because
come together, it's gonna be good.
I know right now Penta. What is he in the Continental? Um,
Yeah,
yeah, he's in the
like
Intercontinental
that
feud.
rivalry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they might want to allow him to stay in there for a little bit before they bring him over. But
yeah.
um, then we had I think Tiffany Stratton. Oh no. Yeah, I think we could jump right into
I think
this.
that was yeah. We could. I think that was next. Actually, I think that
Yeah,
was next.
I don't remember if it was them or Jade, but
No, that was next. That was next. Yep.
this was probably one of the more exciting promos I think I've seen in a long time. Um,
Man,
just because it got personal, and
yeah.
it just came out that the WWE edited out the personal shots out of
Hmm.
the. And you know what's funny about that? They make it look that shit look stupid when you edit it out, because
Yeah.
now you
I
make
didn't even
it
watch it.
and now you make it look like now they really do got some out of the ring beef. Like there's some real shit going on now that we didn't know about as viewers, but now they parted to light. Y'all could have left that in there and just kind of just left it as a work. Like they were just talking
Hmm.
shit, and nobody would have ever thought that that was personal and that they really got some shit going on behind the scenes with their men. That's fucked up. Like that's actually crazy.
The thing is, like, if they would have, like, everybody was reacting like, "Whoa, this just got personal."
Yeah.
But WWE doing that kind of confirms it.
Yes,
Like,
it confirms it.
like that Lloyd song. That Lloyd song where everybody on the internet for years, like, damn, dude, he say like, what would he say? 5'2" or something like that.
Yeah.
And one day he just decided to come on Twitter and was like, no, it's not 5'2". Like
Oh.
that's not what it is.
Okay.
Now WWE, everybody's not on Twitter like, man, was this a work? Was it personal? Now we know it was personal
Yes.
because you went in and took it out.
Yes. You should have just left it. And
Should
also,
have just left it.
it's the internet. It's already out there. That's what don't get me. Editing it out don't do anything. It's already,
I literally watched it on somebody's random Twitter account
it's
earlier. Like,
it's already there.
it's already there.
You're not burying it. Everybody know already. It was the hottest topic last night. It went viral. Like that, them editing it out is just some of the. I never understand companies when shit is public. Before they put it on YouTube, they sometimes edit out some shit. We already got the footage is already out there.
If you're gonna edit it, then you have to like scrub every Twitter page and copyright it to make sure it's gone too.
Yeah. But unfortunately, you can't do that.
Nah, can't do that. It's already out there, buddy. It's already out there.
And I wonder how true it is that Christ was in her DMs.
I believe that's absolutely not true.
Like,
it just felt like Charlotte needed to come back and she like, oh, is that why you're man in my DMs? Like, all right.
So it did. It did.
Did you see the tweet Kaiser put out today?
No.
He put out a tweet.
At least I don't think I do.
I'm gonna try to find it and send it to you, but he put out a tweet and tagged Charlotte in it.
He tagged her in a tweet?
He tagged her in a tweet.
That's actually
insane. Tagged her in a tweet. And it was a video of Shawn Michaels from the 90s, and it said, "Don't flatter yourself."
Oh my God.
I'm about to DM it to you right now.
That's actually crazy that he personally tagged her in a tweet.
And yes, bro.
Oh, this is crazy.
At 6 a.m.
Oh my God, that's actually insane.
Insane, bro.
Somebody said, we know Tiffy posted this from Ludwig's account. From Ludwig's phone.
Somebody tweeted, I think I retweeted it. It said Gunther when he catch Charlotte backstage, and it's the video of Will Smith saying, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth."
Oh, that's crazy. I definitely, that crowd put Charlotte in a corner, bro.
I was going to ask you, I was like, okay.
It was very similar to Dominic's booze.
Yeah. The only difference is Dominic handles it well and Charlotte did not.
Yeah.
She did not handle it well at all. Was it like, I don't know if you've gone back and watched the video to see how loud it is on video, but how loud was it?
Oh, it's very loud in the arena. You could barely hear her. Like when I tell you that she was talking on a mic and you couldn't hear some of the shit that she was trying to get off, that's how loud those boos were.
Damn.
Like I never experienced anyone get booed like that besides Dom.
Yeah.
But yeah,
like, especially live.
Yeah, and he learned how to manage it.
Yeah. Dom does it very well, actually.
She doesn't. I don't think she was expecting that. She wasn't expecting that type of heat.
I don't know why, because like you can tell they kind of expected when they brought Charlotte back for her to be a baby face, to be a good guy. But the fans turned so quickly, and even me listening to her promo, she was like, I wanted the smartest fans in the world in Chicago. Like, why are you playing to the crowd? You're a heel. Like, they don't like you.
Also, I thought she tried to make a play on it where they were booing her at the beginning, and then she got on the mic and said, "You see that? That's power." And then Tiffany Stratton was like, "Chicago, what time is it?" And then the whole crowd go, "Tiffy time!" And I was
the crowd was so loud,
and she was like, "You see that? Now that's power." And I was like, "Hey!" I was like, "Let's go."
A couple weeks ago, bro, I was like, man, they need to let me write Tiffany promo because she ain't doing it against Charlotte. This week, though?
Oh, this week I think she was so locked in because this shit got so personal behind the scenes.
And it's like, it's reported that like in the last promos they've been doing, Charlotte been going off script. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's been throwing Tiffany off. And it's like, I'm not a huge fan of Charlotte. I think Charlotte is talented. I just think she a bit overrated for me personally. But I've never thought Charlotte was really that good on the microphone.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, man, that via satellite thing with Tiffy sucks. Like, put them in the ring together in front of a crowd and do a promo battle, and you'll see the crowd affect the promo. And that's exactly what happened, because things was okay until the boos started getting like real bad. Yeah. To the point Charlotte gave up mid-promo, bro. Like, she said, "You can have the last word." I'm like, what the fuck?
I thought it was funny that they had I went blank. The commentator, what's his name?
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett, yeah. I thought it was funny that they had Wade Barrett come in the ring and set it between them, but he didn't say a word.
Didn't say a word.
I thought he was gonna like conduct some sort of interview. Was he there for like security purposes?
Man, he like initiated it, like he
Yeah.
introduced them, and that was it. After that, he never said anything.
He said, I'm here because of what happened last time. And I'm just like, was there a chance of them actually fighting?
I don't think so.
Like,
I don't think so.
what did they put him in there just to be like, we in case it do escalate, we just need you to de-escalate it?
Let me say
I don't
something
know.
though. When Tiffany said that line about 0-3, she did
Yeah,
get out of the ring real quick.
she did.
So,
She got out the
know.
ring real fast.
I don't know, man. I don't
Is
know.
Charlotte Flair 0-3 in divorces? Like, has she been divorced 3 times? Is that what that
Yeah,
line mean?
the
Oh,
most the she. I don't know if you saw. A
I.
lot of people been talking about this, like when she went on the talk show recently.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was on the talk show yesterday or the day before, and she kind of got emotional about the whole divorce and her injury and comeback and stuff. So everybody's kind of been like, I don't like that she went there. Me personally, I'm like, man, I've heard worse.
Yeah.
Like, I heard Seth Rollins tell Matt Riddle that's why your wife and your kids left
Left
your
you.
jazz. So it's like I've heard worse, bro. But I get it. But yeah, she divorced Andrade like a few months ago.
I knew that one, but I didn't know she was
Yeah.
in 3 divorces.
I didn't know it was 3 until recently either. But yeah.
That's actually such a. I wonder, was that part off script? Like, what
That
did
was definitely off script.
you think so?
No, I like it's been reported that they both went off script a
At
bit with
what
their
point does
promo.
it go off script though?
That's
I
what I'm
just
wondering.
yeah, because Charlotte definitely didn't have shit to respond to Tiffy. Like,
Nothing, bro.
was it when she went into the fact that she was 25 and that she was in her dad's basement drinking?
Bro,
I wonder, was
that
that on script?
the line delivery when she said that, I've been thinking about it all day. It's hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why it makes me laugh so much, but she said, and where were you at 25? Drinking in your daddy's base. Like, first of all, she's from Minnesota. Her accent came out. She country as hell.
Yeah.
Drinking in your daddy's basement. And she did the squint. I'm like, bro, she meant that shit.
Yeah. And then what was she trying to play volleyball?
I think so.
Yeah, she said something about trying to play volleyball. And I was
Yeah.
like, damn. And then she's like,
I
what am
don't
I
know.
doing at 25? I'm going into WrestleMania as the women's champ. I'm like, Tiffany.
I was like, hey, she cooking.
Hey, I guess when shit get personal, you bring the best out of her.
Hey, look, man, they threw Tiffany out there. They said sink or swim, and she was turned into Michael Phelps, bro.
I will say she fucking destroyed. Just seeing her destroy Charlotte like that is actually insane.
It's insane, bro. Now
Like,
I'm actually interested in this match.
I wonder how it's gonna go out. You think we gonna get some stiff? Are we gonna get some stiff hits in this
I
match
hope
since
not.
it's so personal?
I hope not. I still think they should both be professional. But
Because like if
I
somebody
wouldn't
gets
be
slapped,
surprised.
because sometimes in the women, some of us might get slapped. How personal is that slap? Like, how hard are we slapping?
Who gonna get personal first, though? That's
Probably Charlotte.
probably Charlotte.
Because she
Probably Charlotte.
She got the ego. She got the biggest ego
Yeah.
in this. She feels.
I just hope, man, that Tiffany going off script like this and it's no politicking backstage to where now Tiffany is going to lose that match. I hope that's not the case.
I hope if they do, that's some bogus ass shit. I think if anything, she did nothing but prove why she should win.
I agree.
There's nothing. There's no reason for her to lose this match. She can't build up this momentum for herself just for y'all to take it away.
Exactly. I think she proved that she belongs.
Yeah, and I think she showed that Charlotte don't really. She can't hang with me.
Not right now. Not right now. It's looking bad for Charlotte. Kudos to them because everybody been asking, what is the favor? What is the favor? We finally got the favor, and the one thing that people are talking about coming out of SmackDown is Tiffany and Charlotte.
Yes, because I think the favor. I mean, we can get into it now. Was it was essentially just him having Paul Heyman by his side. I kind of
Very
figured
underwhelming.
I figured it was something like that.
Yeah.
I figured it was something like that because I thought we was gonna find out at WrestleMania like Punk is gonna ask Paul Heyman to do something to jeopardize the match in Punk's favor.
Yeah,
I thought that would have been the favor, but I mean, essentially, Punk just gets to walk out with Paul Heyman by his side and be in his corner.
it doesn't move me at all.
I think it's cool storytelling just because Punk was a Paul Heyman guy, Roman was a
Hmm.
Paul Heyman guy, and I guess essentially after this feud, we can actually go into a Roman Reigns and CM Punk feud, and then they probably gonna find out what to do with Seth Rollins after that. So I guess that's probably the angle. At least that's at least what I'm anticipating the immediate angle to be, because
I
there's
I
no reason
think
for Seth Rollins to stay in this.
no, it's not. I mean, I would like to see Seth and Roman
Yeah,
one
yeah.
on one eventually,
I would like to
but
see Punk and Seth too. There's
am am I alone in feeling like this feels more like a CM Punk Roman Reigns feud featuring Seth Rollins?
yeah, it did now turn.
Yeah,
I think last night confirmed that. It
yeah.
last night it kind of felt like that. Seth Rollins was in the ring, and then when Punk GTS Roman, Seth Rollins just kind of stood there, and then
Hmm.
he was like, "Fuck this! I ain't getting involved in this. Y'all do that." And he kind of just left.
I think like I'm not moved by the whole Paul Heyman favor thing because it's a triple threat match. But
Yeah.
honestly, if it was Punk versus Roman one on one, and he said, "Hey, Paul Heyman has to be in my corner,"
Oh,
then that would have been
that
more
would have.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but
there's a third guy involved, so
yeah, not, I get why Seth is there, but also I don't get it. But also it's like they didn't have nothing else for him.
yeah,
But Kevin Owens did announce he was injured, unfortunately,
yeah, man,
and
that
now
hurt.
we don't have a Randy Orton match at Mania. I mean, if this injury would have been confirmed earlier, they could have went an angle with Seth and Orton. That could have been something that they worked on, or just a
Or Reigns and Orton, I don't know.
yeah. Orton could have had his match still, but it's just sad to see that Kevin Owens may have potentially had his last match, and we just don't know because we never know with these neck
Yeah,
injuries how they could turn out for someone's career.
yeah.
And it's very sad because he was doing such great work, man. He was never doing nothing wrong. Every feud that he had, he made it feel very important.
It's like even when the shows are bad, whether it's Raw, SmackDown, Kevin Owens always brings like that
Something
entertainment.
he
Like you
brings
want to see
something.
what Kevin Owens is doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that it's going to be tough not
yeah,
having Kevin Owens around.
and I think that's why they added Liv to the card now.
Liv should have been on the card
Do you
regardless.
think she was already planned to be on the card, or was this?
I think so.
You think so?
I think
Because I
so.
felt like they announced that they would now be having this women's tag team gauntlet, essentially to determine who's going to face Liv and Raquel at Mania. They announced that right before Kevin Owens announced his thing.
I think that was already planned because you couldn't leave Liv Morgan off. They were probably just trying to find a way to put her on there.
Yeah,
Um, but I am very curious. Like you can't leave Randy Orton off the card just like that. Like
yeah, but also it's like isn't it too? It's kind of late in the season to try to build something else up. So I don't know.
there's 2 weeks left.
Yeah, he's definitely he'd have to show up regular. He'd have to really do something. I don't know what that something is,
I
or
don't
like
know.
who needs a match, who's warranted a Randy Orton match at Mania as a way to
Hmm.
elevate themselves. Because it's not like he could just challenge the U.S. title. The U.S. title's already been used, and
Yeah.
there's it's a weird angle to try to figure out.
Well, they could go the Cody Rhodes route. Um, when Seth Rollins didn't have an opponent for WrestleMania and Cody Rhodes came back,
Mm.
there are two people who have reportedly signed back with WWE. I don't know if you've seen it, so I won't say because if they do show up at WrestleMania, I would like for that to be a surprise for you. Um, but they could do a surprise return match, like, hey, this is Randy Orton's opponent. Boom, this person is back. Then they have a match. That would be cool. But other than that, yeah, I don't know what they can really do with Randy Orton.
Yeah, it's sad, man. Because you don't. I never want to see no one get hurt, bro. Never want
Yeah,
to see no one.
nah,
That's just that's like the last thing I want to see. Because
yeah,
especially when you're talking about somebody that just who consistently puts out great work in Kevin Owens. And then you saw the report earlier that Riddle said that him and Sami Zayn was really hard to work with at times.
But fucking Matt Riddle. Come on, man.
And then
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn hard to work with.
it seemed like, from visually, it seemed like they do nothing but put out great work.
I've never heard anyone else say they're hard to work with.
It seems like if you work with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, you're doing some good shit. Because I feel like they're not going to work with anyone.
Exactly.
And then I like how he said that Matt Riddle fumbled being able to be to ride the coattail of Randy Orton and ride the tail of one of the greatest of all time. And he let his own personal choices and bad decisions ruin all that. And I'm just like,
he did.
Yeah, and I was just like, he kept it so calm and classy. He killed it. He killed him with just the honest truth.
Yep.
And
good luck to Matt Riddle. We see where you are and where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn is. That's all I'm saying.
Kevin Owens riding around in that Lambo.
I remember that when he beat up Cody and he got in that Lambo and pulled it off. That was tough.
And I was like, oh shit, KO.
It was probably a rental.
You think so? I don't think that's the first time I've seen him in it, though.
Really?
No, I think I've seen him with that before.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think. Okay. I might not have. Yeah.
But I was like, damn, KO money different.
He getting paid good by WWE, man.
No, I can tell. I saw the Miz house in LA and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I was like, his house nice.
Mm-hmm.
He got the Miz on the outside, and I was like, damn. Y'all, I didn't know. I knew y'all money was good. I didn't know it was this good.
Not all of that money good. But
no.
When you've been around as long as the Miz been around for like 20 years at this point. So
yeah. So I did remember when Triple H said no one was making less than $250K.
That's a year. That's good money.
Yeah, no, he did say that at some point that all the main roster people are making at least $250K a year.
They making all that damn money because they charging us all this money for these tickets.
Yeah. I mean, you got to pay for the product, right? Are you still
the
going to Mania?
Ain't that damn good. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm still
going.
Yeah, I'll be there from the 17th to the 22nd.
Oh, you going? Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there the whole week. So I'll be there Thursday, and I go in Thursday, and I'll come back next Tuesday.
I know you're excited,
man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not that excited. Like,
no? You shouldn't be paying to go if you ain't that excited.
I'm not as excited as I was last year because last year was my first Mania. But it hit me. I was like, damn, I'm gonna be in Vegas for 5 days, like essentially by myself.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks. But it's like, I'll know some people that's going. Hopefully I can link up with some friends, but I'm gonna just try to do as much as I can, keep myself busy to have a good time. It's basically a birthday trip. Like my birthday is next Saturday, but I'm celebrating the weekend after, basically.
Hey, celebrate, enjoy yourself. You deserve it. You work hard, man.
Work hard. Look, spending the money, I deserve it, man.
One day you get that.
It's WrestleMania though, man. Look, one of my homies, he was playing. He shouldn't play like this. He replied to my story and said, "I'll sell you mine for $300." But he was joking. I'm like, bro, don't play like that. Like I was gonna buy it.
Yeah. Which one do you want?
Games, I want either the big gold belt or
the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the WWE Championship that Stone Cold used to have back in the Attitude Era. Yeah.
I kind of want the spinner.
I wanted the spinner, but they don't have it on the website.
No? I've always seen it on there.
I didn't see it. I Googled it and everything. You have to find it on like eBay or something.
Damn, did they stop making them?
I think so.
Because they released a CM Punk one recently. Did you see that one?
They did?
Yeah, they announced it last night. They made only 2,000 of them. It's like a vintage CM Punk spinner belt. It has the Chicago blue and red colors. It has his fist in the middle. That's like the best in the world. And it's like, It spins. It was actually a pretty good looking belt.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do one for like John Cena for his last year.
Or a new spinner.
Yeah. Like not like to put on TV, but just to like sell. Like here's the
Yeah.
spinner belt. Yeah.
But wouldn't he have to win it?
I mean, no, I just mean like because that's basically John Cena's belt. It's the
Yeah.
spinner belt. So it's like, hey,
What if
we
what if
stopped
he
selling
beats
this.
Cody and he introduces a new belt? And that's the new belt.
Uh, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. As long as it's not enough, we don't need another spinner belt. But I would like a different championship because I don't like that championship at all.
I don't either. I don't care to buy that
Yeah.
one. It's something about it. I just don't. It don't move me that much.
Just the big WW. It don't. I
Yeah.
don't know. I just don't like it.
I don't. We don't have to have that being the belt. I
Yeah.
feel like all the belts that we grew up on didn't have that.
Nah,
They all had their unique look.
exactly.
Yeah.
But this is just it's a big WWE logo and it says champion and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So they
I
got.
like the Intercontinental belt too. I might buy that. Either the new one or the old one.
I like the old one a lot more.
Yeah.
The old one was vintage. I don't know. Maybe I'm being nostalgic.
No, I think the old one is better. But if I had to choose, I would get the old
Do
one.
you like the old US title or the new one more?
I like the old one more.
Saying
I like the old one more
Yeah.
for sure.
I like the colors on it.
I was surprised to find out some people like a lot of people don't like it.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Good for them. I love it.
But all right, man. I think this is a great episode, man. I'm very
Hold
excited.
on. Do you want to talk about the favor? Like, how do you feel? Like,
Oh, I thought I said it didn't really move me.
I meant no, not the favor. I meant LA Knight and Jacob Fatu.
Oh, hey, bro. That I forgot about the Last Man Standing match. You right. Did you watch the Last Man Standing match?
I caught some of it because I was like getting something to eat while I was on, so I was more so listening. But I caught the end of it, like towards the finish. Shout out to them, man. Shout out Jacob Fatu
I
and
thought
Braun
it was a really good
Strowman.
match. They had some crazy spots. They both looked strong in this match, and I thought it was perfect to have Jacob Fatu going against LA Knight for the title, especially when talking about the year that he's had. I think it would only be right to have him at Mania, and I think it's just good for the brand to have him and LA Knight going against each other.
I would have liked to see Fatu versus Solo because I felt like that was a more natural progression of the story.
Yeah.
But I'm not upset at Jacob Fatu getting a title shot at WrestleMania. Like,
Solo had a dark match yesterday.
oh, okay. Who
Yeah.
against who?
Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
They've wrestled so damn much that I just
Yeah.
got up and left. I was like, I'm good.
Man, nobody wants to see that shit.
I was like, I'd much rather let all these people that want to sit in here and wait for this match just to know how it's going to end.
Yeah.
Because there was no way Solo was going to miraculously win this match.
Obviously, no fun.
Even though it's a dark match, I still don't think champions take pins in dark matches.
Nah, hell no.
So I was just like, I'm going to try to avoid a little bit of the traffic. Just by leaving.
If you can get out as early as you can.
Because I genuinely didn't have no interest in that match. Once I saw who it was, I was just like, eh.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had some dark...
before.
They had dark matches before the show, too. I just didn't get there early enough. They usually start at 6:30 because the show starts at 7. So they start the dark matches at around 6:30-ish. And so for those 30 minutes, they had some random matches. And then they usually probably do 1 or 2 more at the end. Sometimes. But yeah, that's all I got.
That's all I mean, that's really it. The tag team match, DIY, I meant not DIY, Motor City Machine Guns get their championship match at WrestleMania.
Yep.
And Jay Cargill and Naomi is confirmed. And that's it. Like, the show was good, solid all around. I mean, it doesn't mean anything big happened. It was just good.
No, I thought it was very solid 8 out of 10 show.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But we appreciate y'all tuning in to Tag Team Talk. This your boy D Mills, my boy Manda Reese. And we out, baby. Make sure y'all hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, though, man. I'm on y'all ass. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, baby.
Now when you walk into somebody's house You wipe your feet before you come in.
Exactly.
You like and subscribe before you leave this video. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly, baby. Now we out.
Peace.